Hello everyone, I'm Jolin, and today I want to share a topic. But before I share it, I want to do a little test. And what if I walk to you and just slap you hard without saying any words? What will you think? Do you know what is slap? Like this. What if I just look at you and I didn't say any words, I just do this? What will you think? I know it's rude, so what will you think? Maybe very angry or nervous, but I think everyone must have a little bit curious about why I did this to you, why I slapped you and didn't say any word. Even me is curious about why I slapped you. So that we can see that everyone has the same curious, that is about why. And when we asking questions, this kind of pattern showed that when we asking questions, we will cause more questions. What does it mean? For example, I asked why I stand here and give TED, because my teacher asked me to do. So why teacher asked me to do? To develop your skills. And when we ask, and will be more and more questions. And when we find the origin of the questions, it will be deeper and deeper, and we will find some questions that can't be solved, can't be answered. These questions, I call them unknown questions. And this kind of questions is what philosophy talks about. Philosophy helps us to solve these kind of unknown questions, not to answer them, but to lead you to think of it. And this is what I like philosophy. And today my topic is school should open philosophy lessons for students, and we will explain why. First, let's see. These are question marks. We always do like this in our daily life, give question marks, so that it means that people are follow the theory of causality in our daily life. When everything happens, we ask why. And this is the logical foundation of human being. Everyone will have this. If you don't have this, you are not a human. Sorry, but it's true. And I made a paradox. Asking questions cause more questions. Sound awesome. It means when we ask questions, more and more question marks are made. And we need philosophy then. So the first reason we want philosophy is to answering these questions. And then, long ago, there's only theology in the world. And in late Middle Age, philosophy came out from it. And all the subjects we have today is to specify in certain area so that we can learn deeper in that area. So what can I say is philosophy is the origin of those subjects we have today. It's the structure of all subjects, and it's what we need to learn. And then we'll see what is philosophy. Russell said, philosophy, one of the social ideologies, is the theory of outlook. It is the theoretical and systematic world outlook, and a science that pursues the origin, essence, commonness, or absolute and ultimate metaphysics of the world. And we should focus on some word that is, it's transforming the world as a research content. And it is pursues the origin, essence, and commonness of the world. So that we can see that philosophy is something we are searching, not something answer telling you about the answer. It's something that you want to search. It's a verb. And then we'll see this. Einstein, my favorite philosopher, he contributed a lot to the world. So what does this mean? It means philosopher never hinder the world. It means philosopher will promote the world. So that this is the second reason why we need philosophy, to promote the advance of the society. And then the third reason is sometimes we are curious, we feel confused about why we have to stay at school and learn so many things a day. I don't think I want to be a mathematician, so why I need to learn the function of the circle and to have to do so many exams a day? I think it's crazy. However, when I'm confused, I will tell myself that, well, calm down. Why I learn it? It is because I learn math so I can know more about the universe, so I can know more about my life. I can use these kind of skills to learn some basic knowledge of the universe, of the society, such as why I learn economy, just to know about the society, how people behavior, and this is all about philosophy, so that philosophy can help you to find your reason to study. It is the primary reason of learning. And this is the third reason. And then we'll see that philosophy can help a person to build his own life pursuit. What does it mean? When you feel lost, teenagers usually feel lost in their teenage, and they maybe will fall into depression. Once I talked with a psychologist, he said that in some extent, depression can be explained like a loss of life's meaning. And this is what actually philosophy helps you to find. If we have philosophy lessons, so many depression phenomena will be disposed. And I think this must be the fourth reason we have philosophy. And then I will say my experience, a very sad experience, is that one day I feel that my life is so meaningless. I found that I have nothing to do to make my life meaningful. Because everything is just, when I die, they are all like air. It's so sad. And I think if I die, what will be happened? Maybe I can know the answer about whether God exists or not, because this is the biggest problem which disturbed me for a very long time. If I die soon and I can know the answer, it seems very fantastic. And suddenly, an idea appeared that is about, what if God isn't like what I think he is? What if God is very bad and I just died, and maybe I will get suffered from him, or maybe other energy in the universe. So it is, I don't know what will happen if I die. So I can die easily to check my adventurous life, so that I live now. That's why you can see me now. And I still want to say that is, when I fell into despair, when I suffered from these kind of ideas, I think that maybe I can learn how others think, because there must be many people in the world have thought these kind of questions, because I must not be the most smart one. Yes. So that I can learn how they think. And when I searched information, I found that it is philosophy, and a lot of philosophy things. It is amazing adventure. And I joined into the philosophy group. I loved this subject. And then, what happened? My life is meaningful. Yes. At least I'm finding meaning, not just a wait to die. Yes. So that philosophy is very important for both our personal and also to society. And what's more, I want to ask a question, that is why philosophy isn't popular. Because as I said, philosophy has so many advantages. So why school didn't open this lesson? There must be other reasons. The first, I want to say that is, some parents think learning philosophy will make their children crazy or addicted. I would say that, why? Because if they have experienced the philosophy adventure, they won't say it again. Why? Because they are addicted too. So the family are all addicted into philosophy. That's wonderful. And then, some people think that philosophy will hinder the society. Let's see some more pictures of those famous philosophers. This is Einstein. Yes, we all know. And what about this? This is Aristotle. and Descartes, a very famous mathematician. And this is Adam Smith. Our economic teacher always told him about to us in the class. He is the father of microeconomic. Wow! So that philosophers are very awesome. Not those are every day they think and stay at rooms and never go out. No, philosophers can do so many things. And do you know what is this blank for? I hope that maybe one day you can see me. I'm on the picture, yes. And top 10 influential philosopher, Einstein and Jolin. Wow! Yes, this is what I hope. And then, I want to say, last summer vacation, I read a book called Sophie's World. This book is targeted to 13 years old little children. And when I read it, I think, oh, it must be very easy. 13 years old little children. I'm 17. And when I read it, it's so difficult. What? Why? So I can only conclude the reason to Sophie is a Western girl. And in West, people usually learn philosophy very early. And in East, we learn it late. So what I can get here is Sophie equals to 13-year-old Western girl equals to Jolin equals to 17-year-old Eastern girl. So 13 equals to 17. That's a tragedy. But can we see that we never have philosophy in China? No, that's not. Let's see some pictures. Confucius. And what he said is, he proposed that we should have goodness and we should do like a gentleman. And he also proposed many valuable concepts. And this is Zhuangzhou. His concept of freedom is very attractive. And this is Mengzi. We all know him because we have so many Chinese texts, so we all know him. And what I want to say is the biggest difference between West and East is that in the West, philosophers are more care about on the nature, about the God. And in the East, we are more focused on one's behavior and how to rule the country, the manners, so we always think that about nature, those kind of things are philosophy. And behavior is what we do in our daily life. They are not philosophy. However, they are. So that philosophy was very popular in ancient China. We can say that it's not developed in China. It's fault. And then, at last, I propose that primary school should open philosophy lesson as the compulsory lesson to encourage students to asking questions. And it should be an elective lesson in high school or in university, in every school in the world, because we need it. We do not need to spend too much time on philosophy, but we shouldn't spend no time on it. Thanks.